channel, it's Coach Michelle Hong. Thank you so much for tuning in to Skate with Michelle today. So we're going to be working on the SALCHOW. But before you do, I want to make sure that you check out the axle video that I posted last night because I focus in on key terminology that will help guide you throughout this whole entire series. So make sure you check that out first, and then we're going to go into the SALCHOW. To begin the SALCHOW, we're going to find a wall. Locate a wall at your house for support. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand in a T position, and I'm going to have my skating leg in front and my free leg behind me. So I'm going to lift my arms up as so, and my right arm is going to be an extension of my ear, okay? It's not going to be directly behind me like this. I'm going to create a diagonal connection with my ear and my hand, and I'm going to do the same with my free leg. You do not want to bring your leg directly behind you because it's going to twist your alignment. You want to make sure that you can balance, like when you're stroking. So when I'm here, my free arm and my free leg are an extension of my ear. There's a connection between the two. And we're gonna step forward and glide as if we're on the outside edge. We're gonna commit to a three turn, an outside three turn by utilizing the wall, and we check here. So notice how my free leg did not move at all. The only thing that pivoted was my foot from an outside edge to an inside edge. And from this point, now I'm going to bend my skating leg as I draw my free knee in to meet my skating knee. As my boots brush together, they don't necessarily have to touch, but I like to illustrate that image to let you know how close they are. And as we're bringing it together, you're anticipating a left inside three turn. And we're gonna go to drive to the toe pick to accomplish a jump right there. So, the interesting part about the SALCHOW is that there's two three turns. It's essentially a forward outside three turn and a back inside three turn waltz jump. If you want to break it down into a simpler matter, that's a good way to think about the jump. But everything is fast paced. And that inside back three turn is really short. If you actually look on the ice, it's a little carrot. It looks like a little V at the end of your three turn. So you create a little V shape on the ice because that is the toe pick pushing through for the jump. So let's put it all together. I'm gonna have my free arm behind me and my skating arm in front. We're gonna push onto that outside edge. We're gonna check the three turn. Nothing moves. Now we're gonna anticipate the jump as we're driving our right knee forward. We're rotating our bottom foot from an inside edge to an outside edge takeoff, okay? And another thing that you wanna recognize is that as I'm drawing my right knee in, this arm, my skating arm, does not swing open. That's a major, major mistake. You wanna maintain the skating arm in front the entire time as you push through your toe to check out, okay? So, when we first start out learning the SALCHOW, this is how I personally teach it. There's some skaters of mine that end up doing the SALCHOW with their free arm in front, and they do an outside three turn and check, and then their skating arm is in front. It is very dependent on what works for you, but I'm going to stick with this specific technique because it is very good for beginners. I believe that this is important for you to hone in and be able to align your arms with your legs. So left arm corresponds with the left leg, right arm corresponds with the right leg, and it'll help you have a better understanding of where to keep the shoulders, okay? So let's start up again, and we're gonna put it all together with the jump. You're going to go outside edge to inside edge. We're gonna draw our right knee forward as we're anticipating that three turn, push through, and jump. Awesome. So we're gonna move a little bit away from the wall so I can try to tell you something about the free arm. So right now, it's okay if you're gonna put your free leg down, just for the purpose of understanding the jump. What we're gonna do is do our outside edge one more time. And I'm gonna place my toe into the ice just for the sake of being able to demonstrate. So my leg is here. And now I'm going to bring my knee forward. And notice how my right arm is in line with my right knee. So what I like to say is that you're a puppet. This connection between your arm and your knee is very similar to a puppet, right? A puppet or a marionette. You have a string that is pulling from your knee up with your hand, right? You're using a string to pull up your knee with your hand. And that's just an illustration for you to have a better understanding of what is going on. So if we do our outside three turn SO, check. And I'm gonna make sure that my head is in line with my hip, is in line with my knee, is in line with my toe, and I keep my skating arm in front. If you let this go and you let your head turn, it's over. That's how sloppy SALCHOWs happen. Woo! It's really important for you to focus in on where your skating arm is and where your free arm is. So keeping it at here and not moving at all, we're gonna think about the connection with our knee and our free arm, right? So this is going from an inside edge to outside edge, jump. Awesome. So now we're gonna try to piece it all together. We're gonna go outside edge to inside edge. And up. So an important thing to notice is that when you're on the ground, you have to be adaptive, right? You wanna do adaptive exercises that will help you simulate what it's like on the ice. It is not going to be the same, unless of course you have roller skates, which is so awesome. I love all the people who are posting videos of themselves trying to pick skates and roller skates and doing awesome jumps. But for those of you who don't have it, these are skills that you can learn and adapt to the ground for you to be able to still practice and maintain that technique. The adaptation that I incorporated was hopping, right? I wanted to curve onto that toe pick in order for me to accomplish that outside three turn. So what I did was I did outside to inside, inside to outside. So now that we've broken down the SALCHOW on the ball, I'm going to do a couple of exercises that will help guide you to maintain that strict composure with your body. So that is the major mistake when we're doing SALCHOWs. A lot of people lose control. You end up doing three turns that are wacky, your shoulders are off balance, you use your foot and you try to scoop forward, right? So this is like an incorrect SALCHOW, right? Blah, blah, blah. There's no control with your shoulders. There's no control with your hands. You're confused about what your free leg is supposed to do. So hopefully after breaking down all the details on the wall, you have a better understanding of like, wow, this needs to stay still. Like I have to control my shoulders and make them in line with my hips. So it's really important. It's so fun. Like SALCHOWs are so fun because like, you're like, wee! But sometimes the fun's not gonna work out when you start doing doubles and triples. You can land a SALCHOW, but it's hard for you to continue more rotations if your strong foundation is not there, okay? So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna get a chair for support. So I'm placing my chair right here, and I'm going to practice standing on top of my skating leg with my right leg behind me. This is my free leg, and I'm gonna hold this position right here. And now I'm gonna hold the support of my chair and I'm gonna jump, jump, jump. And for me, I need a chair because I told you, my left ankle is weak. But for you, if you don't need a chair, that's totally fine. I need a chair. So what you're gonna do is try to point your toe all the way when you're doing these jumps. I'm gonna try my best, but I'm not gonna push my limitations because I'm not as strong as you guys right now. So we're gonna push through the toe. Let's do this 10 times with your free leg off the ground. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Notice how your eyes stay forward, right? Your hand is on the chair or directly in front of you if you're not holding onto the chair. My free leg is an extension of my ear once again. And whenever I jump, I'm pushing through the ball of my foot and I'm landing on the ball of my foot. My knee's over my toe. You do not want it to be super straight when you're jumping, right? You want to bend your ankles and get that to be really accustomed to part of your process. A lot of skaters tend to lack knee bend as they go into the jump, but you need that knee bend. You need to do your 3 turn. And from the inside to outside edge, you bend deeper so that you can launch up, okay? So let's try that 10 more times. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Free foot to the side, lift up, arm straight, and I'm gonna try without the chair this time, and I'm gonna go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic, okay? So you could sense that even for me, my shoulders misaligned sometimes. I feel like I need to stack my weight over here just for balance. So remember, if you have a weak ankle or if there's something that's not as strong in your skating leg, then you know you need to work on that. It's really important for you to get that lift off. So sometimes if you're not getting enough height on your double SALCHOW or your triple SALCHOW, that is why. And on your single, definitely too. We're gonna let go of that chair and we're gonna do quarter turns in that same position. So you're here, your skating arm is in front, your free leg is behind you, an extension of your ear, and we're gonna jump a quarter turn to the wall. Don't move. And we're gonna pull our arms in this time. Quarter turn. Stay here. Quarter turn. Stay here. Quarter turn. Stay here. Awesome. Okay, so that control, that alignment, that stability to be able to hold those quarter turns is really essential for you to be able to lift up. So the next exercise that we're going to do is we're going to incorporate that quarter turn hop into an exercise that will help you with your alignment. So we're going to drill your alignment by placing our skating arm in front and our free arm behind us. And we're gonna maintain all of our weight on top of our skating leg and pretend that there's a string pulling through my head once again. And everything is gonna be stacked in one line, as so. Don't think about dropping your shoulder. Make sure your hip's not sticking out and that your knee is not inverted. Those are very key skills that you have to incorporate when you're learning these elements from the beginning, right? So we're gonna be here. This is our inside edge and trips. And now we're gonna continue to hop. For 1, for 2, for 3, 4, 5, and get ready. As we're hopping, I'm lifting my right arm and my right knee up to prepare for the jump. Awesome. Okay, so that was a demonstration for those of you that didn't catch on. What I was doing towards the end was that I was lifting my free knee and my free arm up to prepare for the takeoff. So now we're gonna take the exercise, break it down for the SALCHOW jump. I'm gonna have my skating arm in front. We're gonna check the 3 turn, hop, and through. Fantastic. So I want you to remember to drive your free knee and your free hip up. We're gonna hop for a 3 turn, keep everything in line, and through. Fantastic. Awesome, let's do that one more time, and we're gonna make this the best one yet. Outside edge, inside edge. There you have it. There's the SALCHOW. I hope that those little details really helped you. And for those of you who are working on double and triple, go ahead and add those rotations on.